Hello.
Andy, how's it going, mate?
Hi, not bad.
You enjoy me? We're
So,
playing golf earlier. We are right when you finished golf, mate. I was knackered, mate. I had to go to sleep. I was pure knackered.
oh no, that was good. Nice bit of North Sea fresh air, man.
You must be fitter than me. I was totally fucked, mate. I had to go to sleep and I missed the first 5 minutes. But I wish I had missed. I wish I'd have missed the first 85 minutes, to be honest, because we were absolutely lifting.
Well, that's it. I didn't want to go to sleep after golf because I knew there'd be plenty of scope to go to sleep during the 90 minutes.
You have a little snooze during the game, did you?
Well, it's the danger is, I didn't go to the pub. I just watched it in the house today. And when I'm on the sofa, I can't lie down on the sofa. When I watch Newcastle, it's a mistake. So I've got to sit up, get loads of caffeine, get cups of tea on the go and a bit of beer and some Red Bull and that, because the danger is if you're on the sofa watching Newcastle, there's a big danger you could fall asleep. And
Oh,
obviously missing a
100%.
goals or rare events, so it would have been a tragedy to have missed that.
Aye.
But no, I think the way, um, let's face it, I think most fans would take a draw before the game against Wolves. He's played for 0-0. As soon as the first goal went in, you thought that's it. So I think it's just a tale of two bad keeping mistakes, really. I think there would look good saves had there been saved, but you'd expect the Premier League keeper to save both of them, really. So for me, it was a 0-0 game, a few chances. Wolves' tactics were more a mystery than Newcastle's, to be honest, because I think you expect Newcastle to do strange things, the square pegs and round holes sort of scenario. But we'll get there later. In terms of like players on the pitch and personnel, it wasn't bad to see, but it's just the strange positions that they played them in. And then the usual, 11 at the back. Hendrick today was almost playing as a sweeper for a lot of the time. I don't get he's so deep. He very rarely got forwards. I don't know what position he's playing in a lot of the time. And then you've got Miggy's almost playing as a fullback today as well. You've got Murphy playing as a fullback. You've got I would. It took me a while to gauge where a few of the players were playing and then they were there like consistently. So you sort of thought, okay, he's playing there. That's okay, fair enough, Brucey. Like if that's the way you want to play it. I mean, Ryan Fraser. I, I don't know where he plays for Scotland. Certainly not there. It's a strange position for someone that plays right side of midfield, but
He's a winger normally,
it's
isn't he? Ryan
yeah.
Fraser
It's a good.
gets on the ball on the wing, makes things happen, score goals, and then he comes to Newcastle and Bruce is playing him as a fucking centre mid or just free roam, just running around chasing the ball.
Yeah, it's like chase your own tails and just go for it, lads. But make sure you run back in numbers and get behind the ball, and then just see what happens on the break. It's sort of a bit of a free for all lottery, isn't it? But bottom line is, I suppose you're taking a draw. Playing for 0-0s is okay if you get them, but when that goal went in, it probably should. You were lucky to get the other one, keep a mistake, wasn't it? But I thought, to be fair to Murphy, I thought he had a good game today. Like I thought, I was thinking that
Yeah,
before he scored. I think I liked his interview afterwards as well. He seems like a good lad. He's I mean I'm one of his doubters, to be fair. Like he hasn't had a great time at Newcastle, but just I just think the only plus side I said before the game to you today was that it had more pace on the side. So I thought, like, for the counter attacks, if you're going to have sloths on the counter attack, then it's just a non-goal. It was still a non-goal with pace, but it gives you a little bit of hope, doesn't it? It's just mean like if you got Almira on, St. Maximin was obviously quiet. They defended really well against him today, I thought. Then you got like Jacob Murphy's quick, Ryan Fraser's not no slouch, is he? So you've got to try and get more pace. If you're going to play this 30% possession, then you've got to get a system, play players in the right position for starters, but you've got to use pace. He's yeah, it was a random team. I think he's just sort of got the shuffle card today and just thought, right, we'll just play this team and then just bung them in. But
exactly what
it
we
worked.
said in the stream. It just seems he just hit the shuffle button and just like auto replace players in random positions. It's all out of the shop.
Yeah, but I would have taken a draw. So I suppose under Bruce, you've just got to be grateful for small mercies. So you take I'd have taken 1-1 before. It was almost inevitably going to be 1-1 with the history. So let's just go with the fate situation. It was should have put the bet on.
Should have,
But
like, definitely should have.
Wolves for me missed a trick. I think a lot of teams playing against Newcastle you know, when we invited Man United on the front foot last week, they took it. To be fair to them, and you know who wouldn't? You know, just be on the. I'm surprised that Wolves didn't make like Traore. I thought when he came on made a big difference for them. He was causing them problems down that right hand side, and then you know I don't know why he didn't play. To be honest, he's causing problems before. You know, so I was pleased to see him not playing, but I thought Wolves were pretty mediocre today. To be honest, thought they you know, they're obviously missing like Jota, be a big miss for them. They've had a couple of scrape wins, but you know, I think it suits us playing against better sides if they're like Wolves and they're attritional, because I think teams that get at us are going to cause big problems this season. I think Wolves were trying to just play steady football against us. You might as well be more cavalier, because you know you're playing against a team that's got 30% possession, that doesn't commit forward, that barely look like just such inept and weak on the break and for creating chances. I just think I was pleased to see it. I thought we were going to get away with a 0-0. So when it went to 1-0, you're thinking shit. So we take it. And there's not a lot more to say on the game because there was pretty much nothing there, was there?
Nah, it was an awful game, but a good point in the end, I suppose. For Brucey, who's got to be the luckiest bloke in the world, sneaking another result.
Well, it's like Keegan said, he'd rather be a lucky manager than a good one. So fair play to Bruce. Stay lucky, mate. Otherwise, you're going to get the boot.
Stay classy out there, Steve.
Stay lucky, or you're getting the boot, mate. So enjoy it while it lasts.
All right, cheers, mate. See you there.
A bit like your golf. Stay lucky.
Hey, my golf's on form. If I had luck, mate, I'd be on the tour.
Right. On that bombshell, see you, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.